Shinzo Abe, a name synonymous with modern Japanese politics, left an indelible mark on the world stage. Born into a prominent political family on September 21, 1954, Abe's journey was destined for greatness. Throughout his life, he championed policies that reshaped Japan, earning both accolades and criticism. His leadership, marked by bold economic reforms and a steadfast commitment to national security, set him apart as a visionary statesman. As we embark on this journey through his life, we will uncover the facets of Shinzo Abe that defined his legacy, his contributions, and the lasting impact he made on Japan and the world. Stay with us as we delve into the fascinating biography of a man who forever changed Japanese history. Shinzo Abe, born on September 21, 1954, in Tokyo, came from a distinguished political lineage. His grandfather, Nobusuke Kishi, served as prime minister, instilling early on the significance of public service. Shinzo's father, Shintaro Abe, was also a prominent political figure, shaping young Abe's views on governance and leadership. Growing up in such an environment, Abe was steeped in political discourse and national issues. His early experiences were shaped by conversations on policy and statecraft, sparking a lifelong passion for politics. Despite the weight of his family name, Shinzo Abe's journey was marked by his own unique experiences. Education played a pivotal role, with Abe attending Seikei University, where he studied political science. These formative years were not just academic, but also a training ground for the political battles that lay ahead. Influenced by the legacy of his forebears and equipped with a solid education, Shinzo Abe's early life set the stage for his remarkable career in shaping Japan's future. As we move forward, you'll see how these early influences paved the way for Abe's ascent in the political arena and his substantial impact on Japan. Shinzo Abe's journey into the world of politics began with a strong educational foundation. He pursued his studies at Seikei University, where he honed his knowledge of governance and policy. Keen on broadening his horizons, Abe furthered his studies in public policy at the University of Southern California. This international exposure not only expanded his academic prowess, but also provided him with a global perspective, something that would later play a crucial role in his political career. After completing his education, Abe returned to Japan, armed with fresh insights and a resolute mindset. He began his early career at Kobe Steel, gaining valuable experience in the corporate sector. However, his passion for politics soon drew him into the public sphere. Abe's initial political involvement saw him working closely with his father, Shintaro Abe, who was a significant political figure. These formative years were instrumental in shaping his political philosophy and strategies. As we delve deeper into his career, it's clear that his educational and early career experiences provided a solid platform for his subsequent political journey. Next, we'll explore Abe's first official steps into the political arena, setting the stage for his rise within the Liberal Democratic Party. In 1982, Shinzo Abe embarked on his political journey, taking on the role of secretary to his father, Shintaro Abe, a prominent figure in Japanese politics. This position marked the beginning of Abe's deep involvement in the political sphere, providing him with invaluable insights and experience. As he navigated the intricate corridors of power, Abe displayed a keen understanding of political strategies and governance. His early years in politics were characterized by diligence and a relentless commitment to the Liberal Democratic Party, LDP. Abe's dedication did not go unnoticed, and he quickly rose through the ranks within the party. His ascent was a testament to his political acumen and the respect he garnered from his peers. One of Abe's notable early achievements was his involvement in drafting the 1993 Political Reform Bill, aimed at addressing corruption and enhancing transparency. This milestone underscored Abe's commitment to political integrity and reform. As his influence within the LDP grew, so did his responsibilities. His journey from a political secretary to a rising star in the LDP laid the foundation for his future leadership roles. Next, you'll see how Abe's early political experiences shaped his vision and prepared him for the challenges and triumphs ahead. In 2006, Shinzo Abe became Japan's youngest post-war prime minister at just 52 years old. His election marked the beginning of an era focused on economic reform and national security. Abe's administration quickly unveiled ambitious policies aimed at revitalizing Japan's sluggish economy and championed structural reforms for a more dynamic future. Among his key initiatives was the sweeping reform of the pension system and a determined push to reduce bureaucratic red tape, fostering a more business-friendly environment. However, Abe's tenure was not without challenges. He faced significant opposition both within his party and from an anxious public, skeptical about the pace and direction of his reforms. The North Korean nuclear threat loomed large, testing Abe's diplomatic and strategic skills. Despite these hurdles, his unwavering stance on national security reshaped Japan's defense policies, aligning them with a rapidly changing global landscape. Under his leadership, Japan enacted a controversial law allowing the country to exercise collective self-defense, breaking away from long-standing pacifist traditions. These reforms, though contentious, underscored Abe's commitment to strengthening Japan's role on the world stage. Next, you'll see how the challenges of his first term influenced his subsequent decisions and leadership strategies. In 2007, Shinzo Abe's political journey faced a significant challenge. Grappling with health issues, he made the difficult decision to resign as Prime Minister. This unexpected resignation sent shockwaves through Japan's political landscape. His health struggles were more than personal, they echoed throughout the nation, prompting reactions from both the public and political spheres. Despite these challenges, Abe's resilience never wavered. We'll now explore his remarkable comeback and the economic revival known as Abenomics, highlighting his lasting influence on Japan's trajectory. In 2012, Shinzo Abe made a triumphant return to the political stage, securing his re-election as Prime Minister of Japan. This comeback marked a new chapter, driven by a bold economic policy known as Abenomics, aimed at revitalizing Japan's stagnant economy. Abenomics was built on three pillars: monetary easing, fiscal stimulus, and structural reforms. Abe's strategic acumen was evident in his ability to rally both public and political support for these ambitious initiatives. His policies sought to combat deflation, boost employment, and stimulate growth by encouraging private investment and increasing consumer spending. Critics were skeptical, yet Abe remained steadfast in his vision, leveraging his experience to navigate challenges. The introduction of Abenomics represented more than economic reform. It was a reassertion of Japan's potential on the global stage. Abe's political strategies during this period were multifaceted, addressing immediate economic concerns while laying the groundwork for long-term sustainability. His leadership style blended pragmatism with an unyielding commitment to his country's prosperity and stability. As we delve deeper into Abenomics and its impact, we'll uncover the nuances of this complex policy mix. Join us as we explore how Shinzo Abe's return to power reshaped Japan's economic landscape and redefined its future trajectory. Abenomics was Shinzo Abe's ambitious plan to revive Japan's economy, rooted in what he termed the three arrows: monetary easing, fiscal stimulus, and structural reforms. Under his leadership, the Bank of Japan undertook bold measures to inject liquidity into the economy, combating deflation and stimulating growth. The government also ramped up public spending to drive demand and create jobs, balancing immediate economic needs with long-term investments in infrastructure and innovation. Abe's structural reforms targeted various sectors, from labor market adjustments to corporate governance improvements, making Japan's economy more dynamic and competitive. The economic impact of Abenomics is a mix of successes and criticisms. Japan saw a surge in corporate profits and stock market gains, and unemployment reached record lows. Consumer spending and business investments showed signs of revitalization, signaling early wins. However, despite positive indicators, deeper structural issues in the economy remained unresolved. The national debt ballooned, and the promised inflation target remained elusive. Some reforms faced resistance, and gains in productivity and wage growth were uneven. Next, you'll see how Abe navigated foreign policy and diplomacy, strengthening Japan's position on the global stage. In foreign policy, Shinzo Abe took bold steps to solidify Japan's standing on the global stage. A cornerstone of Abe's strategy was strengthening the alliance with the United States, fostering a partnership that reinforced economic and security ties. he was instrumental in regional diplomacy, especially in the Asia-Pacific, navigating complex relationships with neighboring countries. Abe's tenure saw Japan playing a more proactive role in international affairs, contributing to peacekeeping missions and global economic forums. His efforts elevated Japan's influence, making it a key player in addressing global challenges. Abe's approach was both strategic and pragmatic, balancing national interests with broader geopolitical dynamics. As we delve deeper into Abe's legacy, we'll explore how his initiatives in national security and defense further cemented his impact on the world stage. During Shinzo Abe's tenure, Japan underwent substantial shifts in its defense policies. One of Abe's most notable achievements was the reinterpretation of Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, allowing for greater military engagement overseas. This pivotal change was part of a broader set of military reforms aimed at bolstering national security. Abe championed the establishment of the National Security Council, strengthening Japan's strategic capabilities and fostering closer ties with key allies. However, Abe's defense policies were not without controversy. Public opinion was divided, with significant protests against the perceived move towards militarization. Critics argued that these changes could escalate regional tensions and divert resources from other pressing needs. Despite the opposition, Abe's reforms marked a transformative era in Japan's defense strategy. These measures were driven by a vision of a more resilient and proactive Japan, capable of playing a larger role on the global stage. As we move forward, the impacts of these defense policies continue to influence Japan's strategic position and international relations. In our next segment, we'll delve into Abe's initiatives in social policies and how they shaped modern Japan. During his tenure, Shinzo Abe was a visionary leader who placed a strong emphasis on social policies and reforms. His commitment to social security was evident in comprehensive reforms aimed at ensuring long-term stability and support for Japan's aging population. Equally transformative was his dedication to empowering women in the workforce. Abe's policies sought to break long-standing barriers and promote gender equality, encouraging more women to participate actively in Japan's economy. This initiative, famously known as Womenomics, aimed to balance Japan's demographic challenges by utilizing the untapped potential of its female population. Furthermore, Abe recognized the paramount importance of education, instituting policies that enhanced educational standards and accessibility. His vision was to equip future generations with the skills necessary to thrive in an ever-evolving global landscape. These efforts collectively painted a picture of a leader deeply invested in holistic national progress, ensuring that every segment of society had the opportunity to contribute and benefit. As we move forward, you'll see how these reforms intertwined with his broader political strategy, significantly influencing Japan's trajectory. Shinzo Abe's impact goes far beyond his political career, embedding itself deeply in Japan's cultural and historical tapestry. His leadership not only shaped policy, but also influenced public perception and national identity in profound ways. From his ambitious efforts to revive the economy with Abenomics to his assertive stance on national security, Abe's legacy is multifaceted. He left behind a narrative that blends political prowess with cultural resonance, creating a lasting imprint on Japan's historical landscape. As we reflect on Abe's enduring influence, we see a leader whose legacy transcends politics, marking an era of transformation and national pride. In 2020, Shinzo Abe announced his resignation, citing health concerns. This marked the end of an era in Japanese politics. After stepping down, he remained active, sharing his wealth of experience and advising on domestic issues. Though he faced health challenges, Abe continued to participate in discussions on Japan's future. His retirement wasn't a full retreat from the public eye, but rather a transition to a more reflective role. As we look back on Abe's final years, we see a leader dedicated to his country till the very end. Now, let's turn our attention to the immense impact of his passing and the legacy he leaves behind. Stay tuned. Shinzo Abe's death in 2022 was a profound loss for Japan and the world. His passing was met with national mourning as the country reflected on his contributions and enduring impact. Globally, leaders and citizens alike expressed their condolences, recognizing the significant role he played on the international stage. Abe's legacy continues to spark conversations about his influence on modern Japan, signifying the depth of his work and the void left in his absence. As we move forward, we honor his memory and the indelible mark he left on history. As we close this chapter on Shinzo Abe's life and achievements, it's clear that his legacy is vast and complex. Abe's influence stretches far beyond his tenure, continuously shaping Japan's political landscape. His policies, both praised and criticized, have left a permanent imprint on the nation. He was not just a political figure, but a catalyst for change, steering Japan through turbulent times and striving to uphold its global standing. His Abenomics economic policies aimed to revitalize the economy, while his assertive stance on national security redefined Japan's defense outlook. Abe's historical significance is undeniable, marking him as one of Japan's most prominent post-war leaders. His vision for Japan's future continues to spark debate and inspire future generations of policymakers. Abe's enduring impact is evident in public discourse, where his efforts towards social reform, women's empowerment, and diplomacy are frequently referenced. His public and political legacy lives on through the initiatives and reforms he championed. Beyond the policies and politics, Abe's indelible mark on Japan's modern history underscores his role as a transformative leader. Reflecting on his contributions, it's clear that Shinzo Abe's legacy will continue to influence Japan's path for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Shinzo Abe.